Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for a twin flame reading. We're going to see where the divine masculine is at, where the divine feminine is at. And we're going to start with an animal deck, my spirit animal oracle. We're going to see what message we need to hear. Spirit, where is divine masculine at right now? Now is a lucky time, which I think we got this in my, I don't know if we got it in my energy reading that actually worked and downloaded, or if that was the one that got deleted. But this has been a continual message that it is a lucky time. So either they are experiencing a lot of manifestations coming in, maybe you are, but we did ask about divine masculine. So they seem to be in an energy of luck. They're seeing the universe moving things for them. Where is divine feminine? The nightingale. I love this one. Love is all around. So she is experiencing, and look, she has a crown number 41, which adds up to 5, which also means great change. But the nightingale is like she's singing her song, and when the divine feminine like stands out from the crowd and really puts herself out there and is like, this is me, and I don't care who sees it, and I don't care who judges me. I am just going to be me, and I don't care. That's when the divine masculine sees her and his light switch goes on, and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm not in the right spot. I need to be with my divine feminine. And then that's when action starts to happen. So this is saying love is all around, and she's feeling that she is I just heard divine feminines are exuding so much love that it's undeniable. They can't, divine masculine can't help but feel that love that just pours through your veins. And he's feeling, I just heard he's feeling really lucky that you're his person. Really beautiful. He's like, I just heard, how did I get so lucky to have her as my person, as my counterpart? Okay, we're going to do a tarot card for the divine masculine. Do one for him, for her, and then the connection. So this is for divine masculine. He is working so hard to build his abundance. He's like working night and day, and it's working. He's seeing feedback. All right, let's do divine feminine. Wow, she's feeling like he's left her out in the cold. And I just heard he was so focused on building his own empire that he was neglecting, and this empire was being built from ego. And now he's seeing that his counterpart is part of his journey. She is part of building his abundance. She's the answer. I just heard she's the answer to his abundance. She holds the key to unlock his abundance. But he was leaving her out in the cold, or currently is, depending on the connection, whoever's watching. They might have left you out in the cold, but it won't be for much longer. It's a lucky time. You're going to be singing your songs, and your energy is undeniable. Okay, let's get a card for the connection. Let's do one on the heart space for the connection. This is the cutest card ever. It's the childlike love. He's offering her roses, flowers. It's an offering of love, somebody from the past coming back around. It could be somebody from a couple months ago that kind of ghosted you. It could be 10 years ago that somebody, you guys parted ways. This person is coming back. It's a lucky time. They are now ready. Their cup wasn't full. They didn't understand what love was. They didn't know what was right in front of them all of this time. And now they're coming back, a little bit of their tail between their legs, and they're saying that they love you and that they're sorry and they can't wait to build a future with you. Because they're seeing that they've tried everything in their life. They've tried to build an empire. They've tried to do all these different things, and nothing is sustaining. And that's because your connection with your twin is the mission. The love you two share emanates across the world, and people feel your love. When you know you're in a twin flame connection, when you're in public and people compliment on how much you two look like you're in love, or that you guys have great energy, it is undeniable. Okay, so now let's do the hidden truth. All of my clients love these cards. And I'm going to start doing more of these twin flame readings because I realize that I really like doing them. And I wasn't doing them because I just didn't want to, I don't know. I just have all these little stories that I create in my head about why I shouldn't do it. I don't like to keep people on a twin flame loop of always waiting for somebody because that is not what we do. We elevate, we do not wait. But I do feel like every reading I get, it's somebody coming to me telling me that they met somebody that they're just crazy about and they don't understand the dynamic. And then I end up coaching them. They become a mentee of mine, and then it ends up being a twin flame coaching session or continual one. So we're going to do more of these readings in hopes that maybe whoever's watching this, you don't have to book a coaching session. You can just watch the readings and get all the lessons that you need. All right, what does divine masculine want to say to divine feminine? And did you see how like the cards were almost jumping out and then they didn't, and then they almost jumped out and then they didn't? That's what the energy it feels like. It feels like he keeps opening his phone to send you a message and then he deletes it. Yep, see, that one was so much clearer. I'm starting to understand our connection. So they're waking up to the fact that you are their person. They didn't understand it before, but and we have to give them grace because they just didn't know. You know, how would they have known? Their ego was in the way. And when I say that, yeah, that's this. They buried themselves in work. They were trying to figure out their mission. They thought they had to figure out their mission first, but they didn't realize that you're part of their mission. And I wish I had treated you better. This is a tough one. This is why I don't like to do readings on twin flames because so many people, especially women, they stay hung up on somebody who's not treating them well. We do not tolerate ghosting. You set boundaries. You tell them, hey, I don't deserve to be treated that way. Or you don't respond and you ghost them. And if they're using you for your energy or they're only calling you when they need you and then they're not calling to see how you're doing on a random Wednesday, they don't get to have access to you. You stand in your truth. You be a queen or a king, whoever I'm talking to, it doesn't matter. In divine feminines or divine masculines can be female or male, it doesn't matter. But you stand in your power and you don't put up with that BS, okay? You demand for them to treat you better. And believe it or not, when you set a boundary, that's usually when they come back because it's attractive. And believe it or not, divine masculines need to know the rules. They need to know what you need so that they can provide it for you. And if there's no boundaries, they can do whatever they want, then they will. And you have to think about your divine masculine's past. You know, what was his childhood like, or what was her childhood like? Did they have boundaries? Did they have a parent telling them what was right or wrong? I feel you leaving me behind. That message is specifically for somebody out there. Let's do some Micah magic cards. What about the connection, Spirit? What do we need to know about this connection? I'm going to spread these out because you guys know this deck is huge. Okay. First card, pull back your energy. Your desires are coming this week. Heck yes. So when you pull back your energy, okay, this is the number one tip to the twin flame journey. When you are focused on them, they push away. When you focus on you and you pull all your energy back to you and what you're doing with your life and how you're doing your self-care and how you're hanging out with your friends because you have a social life and we don't wait for somebody, and you just focus on yourself and really try to like think about, if you were to die tomorrow, what would be your greatest accomplishment? What could you do today that could generate something that people would remember you for? That's what you should be thinking about every day when you wake up, is how do I want to live my life? How do I want to feel good in each moment? And how do I want to inspire? So pull back your energy. Your desires are coming because when you pull back your energy and focus on you, that's the universe responding, saying, oh, wow, they're really like, they're choosing themselves. So we're going to provide. There's sirens. I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens. The sirens are always confirmation in my readings. But when you focus on you, the universe is responding by giving you more. Forgive them. This can be really hard. I've had some clients who their divine masculine ghosted them for like 3 years, some for 10 years. And it all depended on the traumas and the pain that that divine masculine had gone through. The more trauma, the more pain, the longer they ghost, the longer they have to heal, and the more ego that they have to sort through. It's like layers of an onion. So each time that they were abused or hurt in childhood, that's another layer that they have to peel off later in life. So if they're going through a lot and they're not seeing you yet, you have to be patient. And when they do come back, that's going to be a true test to your love. Is most twin flames always forgive. We just look at them and we become mush and we're just like, I love you. But that doesn't mean we put down our boundaries. If their actions don't match their words, you peace out immediately, because some twins don't ever want to do the healing. And a lot of divine feminines hang on to this love thinking it's the only love they're ever going to have, and that they have to suffer in the partnership. That's another reason why I don't like to do twin flame readings, because people stay in toxic relationships and you don't have to. There's plenty of other fish in the sea. There's plenty of soulmates, and who knows, maybe that twin flame energy, I like to believe it can hop from people to people. We are not stuck in a toxic relationship. God would not want that for us. So forgive them, but their actions must match their words. All right, so let's do this. Feels really fun. I finally feel like I'm surrendering to what I've been resisting for years out of fear of judgment, because the twin flame journey can be so woo woo, but I love it and I believe in it. Okay, tell them how you feel now, and you are getting messages through music. So maybe this is saying that when you're in separation or you're in no contact from your partner, listening to music is your communication to them. They're speaking to you through music. I know there's so many times where a song comes on the radio for me and I'm just like, oh, I feel like that's from him. I know it is. So music is a huge indicator that your divine counterpart is talking to you and they're telling you like, I'm sorry. I always hear the Justin Bieber song, I'm sorry. um, but they want to apologize. They don't want to be in this, but they don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to move into that feeling of, can I open myself up to her or him? Will they reject me if I come back? Will they forgive me? It can be really scary. Okay, last two for this deck. Start the thing, they need space. Okay, this is definitely saying someone's desires are coming this week, but the universe wants you to just start on a project. Give them space, pull back your energy, do you for a day or two, and start the thing. What is something that's been burning in your heart that you want to do? Maybe it's getting to know yourself more. Maybe it's getting an astrology reading, downloading the human design app, figuring out what your human design is and learning more about that. Do something that's going to elevate you. Okay, the human design is my number one recommendation. I think every human being needs to know what their human design is. I even just had some aha moments on my walk today about how I'm a generator, and generators are meant to like perform and put good energy out there. And a lot of times I find myself doing my videos about my grief, and it's just like, I kind of just don't feel lit up after I do it. I feel really drained. And I'm like, Michelle, maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Yes, I went through grief, but maybe I'm not supposed to be doing that full time. That was just something I went through then. I learned how to get out of it. I can help people get out of it by doing readings like this. Um, but I don't want to be spending 24/7 talking about grief, It's just not who I am. I'm meant to be like bubbly and fun and performing. So I'm having that awakening about myself right now, because I still feel like I don't know what I'm really supposed to be, not supposed to be, what really lights me up and what I'm doing and like what I want to do each day when I wake up. And I feel like my twin is part of that mission too. So I feel like I'm in like a holding spot. So I'm just kind of like taking things slow and really learning about myself. So let's do a tarot card from the Muse Tarot, which is so beautiful. Let's get some spirit. Can you please tell us where this connection is going? Where is the connection going? To the cosmos. How cool is this card too? The pinks, the greens. The world. It's completion. It's like finally you made it. And I just heard somebody's going to be traveling the world. To the cosmos we go. That's a really cool message. So maybe when you and your twin come together, you guys are going to take a vacation together to kind of seal the deal, if you know what I mean. Okay, five of emotions. So this is going to be the vacation. You're coming out of the cold. Look at this, these icicles. You're coming out of this dark time. Five of emotions is five of cups. It's like you're almost, the four of cups is kind of like you're this like kind of brat energy and you're not really seeing what's right in front of you. And the five of cups is like you just really feel at a loss. You're like, oh, is this ever going to arrive? Am I ever going to feel love again? You feel like you're this cold-hearted bitch, but you're not. You're just bitter because you just really want the love. And that there's proof that you're coming out and you're entering warmer weather, I'm hearing. You're coming out of the cold and you're coming into the warmth of this connection. You're going to be flying again with travel. Okay, tell us what still needs to, what do both counterparts still need to heal for them to come together? What can they work on right now to fast forward this connection? Ace of emotions. It's a new beginning in love. You don't need to heal anything. You're just needing a fresh start. You're not holding grudges, you're forgiving. It's a brand new cup of love. Total forgiveness. Look at her. She's totally surrendering in the water. And again, I'm telling you, somebody's going to the beach. Somebody's going on a vacation. Okay, let's finish off this divine masculine, divine feminine reading with an angel answers deck. So let's ask the question. Spirit, when will this connection come back together? When will they come back together? I just heard the universe is going to move you two together. You won't have to do anything. Take action. Somebody then is going to have to take action and speak their truth. I just heard divine masculine has to speak his truth if he wants to make action or pursue his feminine. I just saw somebody showing up at a door too, knocking on a door. So your divine masculine might be showing up at your door, driving by your house, checking to see if you're home. Unlikely. Interesting. Let's get another card on that. What is unlikely? We use the animals. What is unlikely, Spirit? Ooh, okay. So your ego, this was an ego response. When I said they're going to be showing up at your door, somebody was just thinking, yeah, right, that's not going to happen. That's ego. Believe in yourself. Spirit has a plan. So shoo away this voice, let it go, trash it. Believe in yourself. Spirit has a plan. Just a squirrel trying to get a nut. I always think of that phrase when I see this card. It cracks me up. And it's number 57, which adds up to 12, number 35, which adds up to 8, which is infinity and beyond. The koala. The koala's like, chill, babe. We got this. Spirit's got a plan. Somebody's going to be taking action. There's magic this week. Start the thing. Focus on yourself. Ask yourself, what do you want to put out into this world? How do you want people to remember you? Who are you? What's your human design? How can you better the planet with your existence? And also give yourself grace. Maybe you have been doing so much and maybe it's just time to rest. I always take a look at what's happening in my external reality. So I just had 3 outlets in my kitchen and in my dining room. They all just stopped working. It's like a fuse blew or something. And I remember telling you guys that my bathroom flooded one time. There was a fire in the fire pit, which is right over my shoulder there. So like when weird things are happening in my external reality, it's always a sign from spirit. So I was sitting there going, all right, what are 3 electrical outlets? All of a sudden stop working. And it was like, oh, Michelle, you're a little burned out. Take a rest, take a nap, go for a walk. And today it was like 70 degrees. So it was the perfect day to just do nothing and just rest. I had some responsibilities in the morning, but that was about it. But yeah, take a look at your external reality. It can be a reflection of where you're at, where your divine masculine is at, because we're always mirroring each other and in alignment with each other, and journal the happenings that are that are happening around you, because it's important to understand why things are happening around you. Is it your energy? Are you not resting? And like I said, maybe it's time to rest because maybe things are breaking down in your reality. That's the universe saying, slow down. I have a plan for you. You're going to be okay. All right, lovies, I hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, send this to any other divine feminine out there or divine masculine on the journey. The twin flame journey is not easy. And I love, love, love teaching about it. I've been teaching about it for, I think I'm coming up on 5 years. 5 years now. And I've always been doing these like low key readings with all twin flames. They've come from all over the place. And it's really magical to see how God keeps bringing me them. And I get to bring them closer to love and closer to partnership and union. And essentially, the twin flame journey, if you're not familiar with it, it's one soul in two different bodies. And the only way that they can be together is if they truly, truly, truly love themselves. And they have to accept and forgive themselves first for all the things they've done in this lifetime. And they have to surrender to the universe, and they have to truly love themselves and stop trying to force this ego lifestyle of what they think they need and what they think they want, and just surrender to the partnership with themselves first. And then they magnetize back together. So that's basically the gist of the twin flame journey. And then there's a ton of videos online about, 13 signs you met your twin. A lot of time your twin will look like your last boyfriend. They'll have the same name as your last boyfriend. That's why a lot of people see couples on Instagram and they'll like comment on like a guy that is now dating a new girl that looks like the ex. It's just how it happens. It's like the universe is giving you somebody that's like a 90 percenter and they're not quite there yet. And then all of a sudden you meet the 100% person and you're just like, holy shit, this is everything I've ever wanted. And they look like your ex. So it's kind of like an awkward thing. A lot of times there's family similarities. They might have the same name as a sibling, as a parent. They might come from another country. They might be same sex. They might be, whatchamacallit, they might have been somebody that you grew up with. I know so many different stories, but normally there's some sort of barrier that blocks you two from being together. It's either distance, it's religious beliefs. There's usually somebody in a partnership and somebody's not in a partnership and they have to leave and choose themselves. What else? They usually work together and they have to like, break the rules and be together. So there's always this like one little barrier that they have to move through to be together. And that's a true testament to the love. So I probably should just do a whole video on this, shouldn't I? All right, lovies, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. All right, peace out.